Like, yeah, well, what are men supposed to do in that situation where the things that they thought was normal are suddenly aren't, but they're not being told, okay, here's a new set of rules, right? Here's how you do it, right? Here's what we want, right?
Yeah.
And I think because in a lot of ways that in the same way that men are off balance, a lot of women are off balance too. They don't, you know, because they're stuck with the story of, well, here's what men are supposed to do for you, right? As a man in that, well, the man owns you kind of way, but they don't really, it's not presented that way, of course. But at the same time, they're also inhaling the same story of empowerment. So maybe there's some confusion there that that the messages that are coming out to these young men are confusing. Like on the one hand, yes, they don't want the toxic masculinity. They don't want all that macho posturing and all that kind of stuff. But they also want the man to be the breadwinner, protector, you know, kind of thing. And maybe that's confusing. I mean, it's, you know, I'm almost 70 now. I don't know what it's like to be 16, 17 and facing that.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree that in a lot of ways it is confusing because you have ultimately the patriarchy, which is a kind of a byproduct of human exceptionalism, you know, tying it back to the arrogant ape again. But like, yeah, so you have this uprising or this, you know, revolution. The correct word is escaping me right now, but basically you have women standing up and some men with them too, like, hey, women are people, women are human and deserve the same respect and the same opportunities and that any man gets, right? And which I believe is true. But because of the patriarchy is so ingrained in the story, the mother culture story, it's like, yeah, you're getting it from both sides. It's like, all right, you have the toxic masculinity is bad. Not masculinity, toxic. It's like taking these masculine traits and to the extreme.
Turning them up to 11.
Right, yeah, you know, so there's that. And then you have, so it is confusing. And it's like, you know, you want to respect, you know, people, women, you want to give them agency but then some women, I guess some women, it's like they're listening to the mother culture story of the patriarchy too. So it's like, I guess my point is saying all that it is confusing. Like, what do I do? Like, you know, I have this woman that I'm interested in and, you know, I want to give her own agency, but then she also wants me to be a protector and a provider. And I guess it's like finding the balance